Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1, and I'm... Oh, come on. Really? Alright, we're just gonna skip the intro. What is this? Seriously? That's like an extra 1.5 feet! And it doesn't even look good. Not that any of them look good anyways, but oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, it spins. So did the ratchet saw. And that wasn't even nearly as obtrusive. And that thing stuck out on the top of the car just like this one. And even still, this shouldn't even be up there. That's a tail light. That should be back here somewhere. Oh, but wait, it can't be because this is a big L shape, and those were just triangles. So therefore, this fits nowhere in the vehicle. I give up. These freaking... See this? That's not that bad. It's not effective, because, you know, it's up on top of the car and not in the front. And you can't stick it on the back for even a backwards battering ram, but still, it doesn't look that bad. Hell, if anything, it could be like a sonar array or something like that, since it's got the little, you know, kind of grid pieces. Even though that's more of a tenderizing hammer pattern, but that's just my imagination looking at it for trying to make a reason of why it's up there. But this is inexcusable. And people were complaining when the first edition Bulkhead had the big old ball sitting in the back. That is 10 times worse. But onto the figure. It's a good representation of Bulkhead. And I may get a lot of flack for this, but I am kind of glad that Bulkhead is kind of out of the picture for right now. I'm not happy of how it happened. Truth be told, after the first episode, when we find out what happened to him and Ratchet says that he may never be the same again, I did think he went into a coma. Okay, let's be honest, I was kind of hoping he went into a coma. That would be really dark. It would hit home for a lot of people who like Bulkhead. And it would be really... Well, I already said it would be really deep, but it would be really, really good. One, for a kid's show, and two, it would teach values, kind of, that bad stuff happens to good guys. Kind of a lot. And if they had, I wouldn't say gone cliff jumper with him, but if they had, you know, just at least stuck him in a coma to where he was kind of out for like 4 episodes maybe, just 4. It would have really, really hit home and drove really, it would have just stuck in everyone's minds who watches, kid or adult. Like, okay, in Dark of the Moon, when Bumblebee was about to get shot execution style, I think he should have been shot. I'm not bagging on Bumblebee. I don't dislike Bumblebee. I just think he should have been shot. It would have driven home a completely different message than, I'm on the poster, I'm one of the main characters, I'm one of the ones that everybody likes, so I'm impervious to death. I mean, hell, even Optimus Prime dies. He comes back, but he still dies. But no, I think Bulkhead should have been taken out of commission, at least for a little while. And yes, he is kind of out of commission right now, and the last we saw of him in the new recruit episode is he kind of, you know, went to his room and started moping, because he thinks he's gotten replaced. But hey, maybe Maybe he'll pull a wheeljack. Maybe he'll go rogue. He's in no condition to, but... And I've ranted on long enough about the TV show, and I haven't talked about the toy, so let's talk about the toy. Like I said, it's a very good representation of Bulkhead's vehicle mode. And it rolls. And that's about it. So let's transform him. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I haven't transformed him in a while, so I don't really remember how to do so. I think... Here, we'll flip that up. I know that. Yeah, that's right. We'll pull the legs out, since they're right there. And then... Let's see, how did this go? Oh, that's right. Fold that down, and fold the toe forward. So that they're flat like that. Like so. And then kind of just fold the light bar up to the chest, or the headlights, excuse me. There we go. Open the doors, and they'll go on his chest later, but for right now we'll just open them and get him out of the way. And then, oh yeah, bring his waist down. That's right. So to about there, and then we'll plug the whole front in there, and then we'll push the doors together. That's right. All right, now it's coming back to me. Okay. And then we want to fold these. Oops. I popped it off. Hold on. There we go. Fold these up. Come on. There we go. So fold those like that. Those are going to go on his back. Let's fold out the arms. Oh. That's great. Separate the arms. These were supposed to come out beforehand. Bring them out and flip them over. Yeah. I'll just unpop it. You're not supposed to unpop it, but I did it completely wrong, so... Now we'll pop these back in. There. We'll just have them like that for right now. But bring the arms down and then out. And then fold out his fist on each side. And then turn the arm so that the elbow faces forward, and then turn the arm again on the clear piece. So turn, and then turn. And then flip the plastic piece right here that has his head. And then we're gonna, oops, don't get caught in there. Okay, we're gonna fold these back up. We're going to fold this all the way down, and then it's going to plug into the back piece back here, like that. And then fold these pieces down over his arm, just open them up, and then fold them down, and that'll give him his shoulder pads. And then you have Bulkhead. Oh. Turn the legs around. That's right. Now we have Bulkhead. I haven't transformed Bulkhead enough times. I've done him like maybe about 3 times. and I got him when he was new. So it's not that I don't like him, it's just I don't transform him that much. And then we'll plug his battering ram onto the side of his arm. And see, that's an actually pretty good weapon. All the plastic, like just regular plastic weapons for the weaponizers have been really good. All the light gimmick ones have really sucked. But no, Bulkhead's a good figure. He's got a lot of... I don't like the chest right in here. It looks too long to me. Like, this should be up here. And the doors can't come down anymore, or if you flip this up, it just looks bad. So yeah, I think he suffers from long waist syndrome. But other than that, he's got ball-jointed hips, turn at the hips, single-jointed knee. You can move his feet, kind of hard to do so, because it tabs in under here. But if you so choose, you can kind of make it look like he's bending his toe. Ball-jointed shoulder. Or no, hinge joint, I'm sorry. It's got a swivel joint back here, and then it's got a hinge right here. I saw a pin, but it looked like a ball joint socket, and I was like, huh? And it swivels at the bicep. Double elbow joint. The hand can't turn, but it can go in. But why you'd want it to, other than transformation, I don't know. His head is on a ball joint. And his jaw is articulated. You can bring it all the way up to cover his face. Or you can have it down as far as it can go, and then it looks like he's kind of got his mouth open. A little bit. And he does have light piping, it's just very poor light piping. And seeing as how the entire back of his head is light sensitive, and yet none of it filters through to his eyes, kind of a bad job. I like the Autobot symbol right there. Even though it's not on the real Bulkhead, it's just, I like the look of it. But no, Bulkhead's a really good figure. I prefer animated Bulkhead, but this one does a good job. I do want to get the first edition, because that one way more screen accurate. But then again, it's first edition, so they're all going to be pretty close to screen accurate. The Deluxe Optimus is a little close. The Voyager is probably a little bit closer. But I don't have the Voyager one. I just have the Deluxe one. But yeah. So this is Prime Bulkhead. I'm Spider Prime 1. And I'll be back with another review pretty soon. But until then, I'm signing off.